Millions of people use Gemini every day, but most of them have no idea what it can actually do. They type one question, get one answer, and think that's the whole tool. That is like buying a smartphone and only using it as a flashlight. But Gemini is not just a chatbot anymore. It can edit photos like Photoshop, access Google Maps, build interactive tools, generate videos, and create music. Today, I'll show you the features most people don't even know exist. Let's start with one of Gemini's strongest features, direct access to one of the best image generators right now, called Nano Banana. I don't know who named it, but I hope they are doing okay. Type a short prompt, and here we go. But this is just playing around, and you'll be surprised by all the things you can do with it. I type a few words for a wallpaper, and seconds later, Gemini turns it into a really stunning one. The real power starts when you want to change something. You don't need to start over. You just describe the edit. A light morning mist over the lake. Done. Quick tip, always download the image. While downloading, Gemini automatically upscales it to full resolution. But what if Gemini does not just create an image? What if it understands the information behind it? When you use the image function, Gemini doesn't just generate visuals. It can still process an enormous amount of information in the background and embed that information directly into an image. For example, I ask Gemini to create an infographic on a complex topic. It researches, structures, and visualizes, all in one step. Professional content, ready to share, in seconds. And later in this video, we will create interactive visuals instead of static images. But first, let's use Gemini like Photoshop. Upload a boring holiday photo and tell Gemini to turn it into a wallpaper. The result looks like someone spent an hour in Lightroom. But Gemini can also do things that were previously only possible in Photoshop. Test 1. I upload a portrait and say, remove the tattoo. Gone. Probably cheaper than laser removal. Test 2. I draw a rough sketch of a flower and tell Gemini to turn it into a tattoo. That is not retouching. That is creation. Gemini understands the sketch, the body, the perspective, and the lighting. And now, the professional level. I upload a photo of a couple sightseeing. I tell Gemini to remove the man, for legal reasons, only from the photo. Gemini doesn't just cut him out. It rebuilds what was behind him. It adjusts the perspective. It rearranges her pose so she looks natural standing alone. One sentence, all of that. And yes, you can also do simple background changes, wherever you want to be. Rome, beach, mountains. Gemini changes the scene, adapts the lighting, and sometimes even adds small details, like a subtle breeze in the hair, to make the image feel more natural. But what if the image is not the result? What if the image is the input? Gemini can also analyze them. Take a quick photo of a plant you don't recognize. Ask Gemini what it is. You get a name and care instructions instantly. So if the plant doesn't make it, it's officially on you. Guess what we can do with that old floor plan? Upload it. Tell Gemini to turn it into a modern 3D rendering. Done. Any document, any photo, any sketch. Gemini reads it, processes it, and gives you something useful back. At least most of the time. Before we go any further, there's one thing we need to get right. How to prompt properly. Many people still don't know this. If you already know it, jump to the next chapter. If not, listen closely. Gemini needs context to understand your question, why you're asking, what your goal is, and where the limits are. Better context leads to better results. Context is the single most important thing you can give an AI chatbot. So before you describe the task, tell Gemini who you are, why you're asking, and what your goal is. But what if you don't know what context Gemini needs? Simple. Ask it. Write, what information do you need from me to answer this as well as possible? Gemini will tell you exactly what it is missing. That's the input handled, but how do you define the output? This is where most people leave a lot of quality on the table. In this case, the output could even be a graph. You can ask for bullet points, tables, full documents, comparisons, even images, music, and videos. We'll get to all of those. Gemini can create many different outputs, but it cannot read your mind. Not yet. Comforting. But who is the answer actually for? Define the audience. Ask a difficult question and you'll get a difficult answer. Add explain this for a 12-year-old, and suddenly a complex topic becomes completely clear. Or say explain this to an IT specialist, and Gemini adjusts the entire depth and language. The last layer, length and tone. Explain this in 50 words, beginner-friendly, no technical jargon. That one addition filters out everything you don't need. Context, output, audience, length, and tone. 4 things that instantly improve your prompts. Before we move on, there is one small hidden button in Gemini you need to know. Top right corner, a small button most people scroll right past. It is called temporary chat. Here's what it does. Everything you type in a normal Gemini chat shows up in your history. It influences how Gemini learns your preferences. It builds up over time. Most of the time, that's exactly what you want. And sometimes you want Gemini to behave like this conversation never happened. Maybe you are researching something sensitive. Maybe you are working on a surprise. No judgment. Temporary chat does exactly that. Now let's get into a surprising Gemini feature I didn't expect to work this well. You can create music. Click on Tools. You'll find Create Music right there in the menu. The model behind it is called Lyria 3, built by Google DeepMind. Enter a short prompt describing what you want. Let's try something. A few seconds later, there it is. Styles, instruments, mood, tempo. Combine them however you like. That actually sounds like something. One thing to know, tracks are limited to 30 seconds at free plan and 3 minutes at pro subscription. But here is where this feature really becomes something else. Combine the music tool with Gemini's writing ability. Step 1. Ask Gemini to write lyrics. Gemini is surprisingly good at rhymes and structure. Step 2. Tell Gemini to turn those lyrics into a song. Describe the style. Switch on the music tool. Send it.
10 years of college, a fancy degree. Now ChatGPT does it all for free. The bots took my job, no more 9 to 5. I'll just ask Gemini how to survive.
What you get is a personalized track, written and composed by AI, based entirely on your idea. Download it, share it.
We don't need your brain. We bought a subscription, it doesn't complain.
Is this going to replace professional music production? No. Third-rate garage bands? Maybe. But for a personalized birthday song, a jingle, a creative project, this is remarkable. What can Gemini do that other AI chatbots cannot? It has direct access to Google Maps. Now, before you say, I don't need AI to give me directions, that is not what this is. Let's plan something more complex. A sightseeing tour in an unfamiliar city. You want to see as much as possible without running yourself into the ground. You have a start time and an end time. You want the walking distance optimized. You need a budget-friendly lunch with a view, on the route, not out of the way. Because walking 1 hour for a sandwich is not culture, it is bad planning. Put all of that into one prompt. Gemini accesses Google Maps in real time. It checks routes, walking distances, opening hours. It searches restaurant ratings and filters by budget and location. It thinks for a few seconds more, then it hands you a complete sightseeing plan, optimized for all your conditions at once. And now the part that makes this actually useful. Ask Gemini to generate a Google Maps link for the route. One link. You can share it, save it, or send it straight to your phone. And here is a small detail that looks impressive when you share it. Ask Gemini to create a 3D map image visualizing the route. It looks professional, like something from a travel magazine. The next chapter is less exciting to look at, but it is a really important one. Most people pick one model and stick with it forever. That is like always driving in first gear. Let's ask Gemini a difficult question. The kind with no single correct answer, because it depends on too many assumptions. By default, Gemini uses the fast model. Quick response, good enough for most things. Now switch to the thinking model and ask the same question. It takes longer, and the answer is different. Not wrong, different. The thinking model works through more information, makes more connections, and shows its reasoning. For simple questions, fast is fine. For complex decisions, analysis, or anything where the details matter, use thinking. But there is a level beyond that. Go to Tools, activate Deep Research. Before it starts, Gemini shows you the research plan it intends to follow. You can approve it or adjust it. Then it runs, and it takes time, long enough to grab a coffee or two. On screen, you can watch what it is doing, searching, reading, cross-referencing sources. What it produces at the end is not a summary. It is a full research report. Every assumption is explained. Every source is listed. Background context, alternative perspectives, data. If you need to go really deep into a topic, this is the tool. Most people never touch deep research because they don't know it exists. Now you do. But Gemini has one more trick on the creative side. Let's try the most expensive button in Gemini. Video generation. Select the video mode in Tools. Describe what you want. Hit send, then wait. Video generation takes a few minutes. That is normal. Here is the catch. This feature is only available on paid subscriptions. And even with the Pro plan, you get 3 videos per day. That is it. 3. So choose your prompts carefully. The most useful use case I found is animation. Take a flyer or invitation you already created, use it as the start frame, and tell Gemini to bring it to life. A static design becomes a moving one, ready to post, ready to share. You can also feed in multiple images and turn them into a short scene. The results are sometimes surprising. But I will be honest, you are not making a film here. The clips are short, the control is limited. Right now, this is more of a creative experiment than a production tool, but AI moves fast. This one is worth keeping an eye on. But Gemini has another feature that most people dismiss as complicated, but it is actually one of the most powerful. This feature is called Canvas, and almost nobody uses it, probably because it sounds like homework. Without Canvas, Gemini gives you a text answer. With Canvas on, the same prompt can become an interactive application. Let me show you. I ask a question involving variables and changing inputs. Gemini turns it into a live chart. With sliders, I can adjust in real time. Change a parameter. The chart updates instantly. No code, no design skills, no Excel formulas, just a prompt and a result you can actually use. I want to extend it. I type, add a second curve for direct comparison. This works for calculators, interactive infographics, comparison tools, data visualizations, anything where you want to explore a result rather than just read it. And now, let's talk about documents, because this is where Gemini starts to feel genuinely unfair. Picture this. You have a gym contract you want to cancel. If gyms offered a cancellation form, it would be their most used equipment. Upload the contract, PDF or a photo. Tell Gemini, calculate my termination date and write a termination letter, formatted and ready to print. In the background, Gemini reads the contract. It extracts the relevant clauses. It calculates the exact date. It writes the letter with your address, their address, all required legal language. Then it hands you a finished PDF, ready to sign and send. All of that, one prompt, a few seconds. That is not a party trick. That is hours saved. Now let's talk about Excel. Gemini can handle that too. I give Gemini a data task. Within seconds, it builds a complete spreadsheet. Formulas included, charts included, ready to use. Not a skeleton, a working file. And PowerPoint? Gemini can build presentations too. I ask for a short deck with 5 practical Gemini tips. Then I turn this into a short presentation. Honestly, the slides look like Gemini has seen a presentation before, but maybe only once. The formatting is sometimes off. Images don't always fit. At least it reminds us humans are still useful. Excel and PDF, excellent. PowerPoint? Let's just say I hope Gemini improves here. But the next feature is a very small one, and most people have never heard of it. On the left menu, there is something called gems. Most people walk straight past it, probably because they have no idea what a gem is. A gem is a custom AI assistant built for one specific task. You define how it behaves, what it focuses on, and what kind of output it always produces. Let me create one. A simple explainer. Every time I ask a question, I want a clear explanation with a visual. I set the instructions once. From now on, every conversation with this gem follows those rules automatically. On the left side, all your gems are saved and ready. Quick tip, check the pre-made gems from Google. They update them regularly, and some of them are genuinely impressive. For example, the storybook gem. You give it any topic, it generates a short comic-style story around it. You can modify the topic, the tone, the characters. What it can create from just a short prompt is really impressive. One last thing before we finish. What's the most boring part of every tutorial? Let's open settings. There are a few Gemini settings most people never touch, but they should. First, personal instructions. This is where you tell Gemini how to behave in every single conversation. Tone, style, what to always include, what to skip. Set it once, it applies everywhere. You can also add personal context. Where you live, what you do, what Gemini should already know about you. One note on this. Only add what is genuinely relevant to your tasks. Second, connected apps. If you use Gmail for work, you can give Gemini direct access to your inbox. It can search through your emails, summarize threads, help you draft replies. For a busy work account, genuinely useful. For a private inbox, I keep it off. That decision is yours. Third, scheduled actions. This one most people completely miss. You can create tasks that Gemini runs automatically on a schedule you set. I have one running in the background right now, searching for AI news once a week and sending me a summary. I never think about it. It just happens. And the most important setting of this entire video, dark mode or light mode. Choose wisely. So open Gemini today, pick one thing from this video, and try it out. That is when it stops being a chatbot and starts being an unfair advantage.